My name's Justin. I'm a carpenter. I'm 24. I pretty much got into fitness trying to kick pretty much depression, and it absolutely worked, let me tell you. The gains are crazy, and this journey's been insane, but it's a journey that I believe that everybody should at least go through once in their lifetime. So with my job, like right now, I'm a lead hand, so I'm not only just like an apprentice, I actually take care of most of the apprentices, and doing a full-time job while juggling gym and everything is quite difficult. But if you were to able to put into a routine and a schedule and to follow that and maintain consistency, it gets so easy. It actually does. And it becomes, like a habitual.
I want to dive into where you were before you joined us, right? Like your mindset at the time, your physical state. Just kind of explain who you were and how you were before working with us.
So before I was pretty much like, I would say I was pretty big. I was at my one of my heaviest weights and about like 190, maybe 187.
Yeah.
So I was pretty heavy, and I was a depressed person. I didn't have a lot of confidence. I wasn't really, trying to go out there, trying to achieve my goals and trying to like push myself. When I started the program, all of that changed pretty much.
Yeah. How so?
So while you push yourself into the gym and you're able to achieve your goals little by little in the gym, it actually helps you achieve your goals outside of the gym as well. You can kind of implement the same types of strategies,
Philosophies?
yeah, ways of how to progress. So you
Yeah.
can progress in the gym, you can progress in life too. It's so simple.
Progressive overload life, right? We always say
Yeah,
that.
real shit.
I love it, man. And dude, like your energy is so much better compared to when we first started. You're so much more passionate. Just the confidence is beaming, man. What would you say has been the biggest change for yourself? Let's start emotionally.
So emotionally, like, I don't know, personally, going to like look in the mirror first thing when you wake up, it's tough. That's just you, all natural, you know what I mean? And if you're not happy with that, then it's tough. It's tough
Yeah.
to be able to go forward with your day. So now being able to look at myself and be like, you know what? I actually enjoy looking at this. Let me flex a little in the mirror. Like, you know what I mean? Almost like I'm posing for a show. But then, yeah, man, and you just keep loving yourself. You keep wanting to grow. You keep wanting to get better.
Yeah. Dude, just we'll put a photo side by side. You look crazy, like different person, man. Your stomach, those love handles are gone. Your face, when I saw a photo of your face, I was like, whoa, the guy's
Yeah.
jawline is so sharp, face is so chiseled. You can even see it now, man. Now, let's go physically. Like, what are some of the biggest changes you've noticed for yourself?
Back is insane. My back has maybe like grown in width and in definition. Like, doing the cut to shred all the excess fat was the way to go 100%.
Mm.
So doing a lean bulk after, so now you being able to sustain that leanness while growing, I believe that's the right way to go.
What did you want to do originally when you started?
I think that's what I wanted to do. I think I wanted to cut and then I wanted to do lean bulk as
Yeah.
I went on.
Okay, awesome. And how do you feel like we've helped you, or maybe even break some limiting beliefs or just general beliefs along the process?
So like you guys honestly pretty much helped me with when I look at my own videos, I'm not able to critique myself. I'm not able to, I guess, tell myself what my body needs and how my body is to perform at its peak.
Mm.
And you have a lot more experience than I do. So it's so much easier when someone who has experience tell you how to perform the exercise. And all you have to do is really listen and follow instructions. You give me all the tools that I need to do success to be successful in this. And if I follow them with every instruction that you say, you get the results. It's so
Yeah.
simple.
You've tried to do things on your own in the past, right?
It's much harder. Like, it's not saying it's not possible,
Mm.
but trust me, it would take so long. Like to get the results that I did in such a little time. That's what I mean. Like, if you want the results and you want to put in the effort, I suggest going and getting help and getting a professional who knows what they're doing.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. What's like the biggest thing you've learned about yourself, about training, about nutrition?
Honestly, that I could push myself this much. Like I every time now that I go to the gym and people look at me train, I think they look at me like I'm a demon because I'm pushing myself
Yeah.
absolute failure. Like drive,
Yeah.
get that sweat on. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you're not gonna put in the effort, if you're not gonna put in the work, who else is going to, right?
Oh, a good question that I usually like to ask is, what was the pivoting point? What came across your mind and you were like, enough is enough?
Oh, especially the muffin top. Whew. The muffin top and the boobs. Personally, I don't like the boobs. I've always been self-conscious about that, so that was it for me.
I think a lot of guys don't like the boobs. I mean, like, how can you be masculine when you got titties, right? And how is the chest now?
Honestly, pretty much slimmed down. Like if I look in the mirror, like I still have definitely room to grow, but right now it looks like a chest. Like, if I look in the mirror, it has the shape. I have the lines,
Yeah.
the outlines. It looks good.
No. That's awesome, dude. And even the muffin top is gone, man.
Dude, muffin top shredded,
It's like
completely shredded.
before it was like
Yeah,
now it's
and
literally.
now it's
Dude, you looked phenomenal. Nat sent me a photo. I was like, "Holy shit, is this Justin?" Looks crazy. Well, let's dive into food, man. Like, how did you find the meals created for you? Did you enjoy it? Was it flexible enough?
yeah. So and the best part about it, the flexibility of the meals were if I didn't like something, I just told coach, and then after he just subbed it out right away, easy, just like no issues at all. So that was probably one of my favorite things. Creating two versions. So let's say you didn't want to continue one of the versions and you got bored and you wanted to hop on a new version, you had the option. So it would actually allow you to like if some people get too bored of having the same meals all the time and stay inconsistent, then you know what I mean? Like it's good. You have a second option. Personally, for me, I like having the one option. I just did the one option the entire time,
Yeah.
and that's what helped me get to my goals.
Okay.
But
What about training before? Because a lot of people they jump on. They're like, "Man, I know how to train. I know what to do." Did you learn anything new about training?
tempo is like
Tempos is where a lot of people go wrong.
so. I think that I was good with the weight. I learned how to train with the weight and not go ego lifting, but tempo humbles you. I'm telling you, it humbles you. If you don't know tempo, you could like I think I get more exhaustion out of doing the proper rep and getting the mind muscle connection than just absolutely hammering the weight.
The stimulus is more isolated, right? You're specifically targeting areas. I don't know if you, from memory, I don't think you had any pre-existing injuries, but by doing it this way, long term, you're able to mitigate that, especially being in your line of work, quite physically demanding. The last thing you want is to hurt yourself and then get set back, right?
Absolutely.
Dude, that's awesome. And I'm glad to see that you're happy. Did you have any hesitancies when you first started?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Honestly, when I first started, I thought like I was like, "Oh my God, like what was I thinking?" Like I don't know, like getting into a program with an online coach, like I personally have never done it before. Like I would have always wanted an in-person coach, but honestly, I'm kind of glad I did it because it kind of gave me a different view. Like online coaching is actually not bad. It's very good. If it's done correctly, which this program is, you can actually follow to your goals and achieve your goals very quickly.
Have you done in-person stuff before?
I have.
What was the difference?
So the in-person coaching was good, but like when I just did the training, it was better just to at least help me get the feeling for the training and how to actually perform the exercises. And I think that's what helped me with this program. So I knew how to perform the exercises, just not tempo. So then when I learned how to do tempo, like, those are things that I guess he didn't know, and you know what I mean? Like you learn more things and more knowledge from other people.
A lot
So
of local trainers, they're not as educated. It really comes down to experience, you know what I mean? It what they teach you in personal training certifications, it's like bare minimum, right? So really like experience is so important. And I get so many people hopping on calls with me and they're like, I want to try in-person training. And I'm like, dude, trust me, it's very hard to find someone good in person. It's just
yeah,
the nature of the game. But having said that, are you glad that you did do online?
I did. I'm glad I did the program.
Yeah, awesome, man. Because I think in the beginning I sense a bit of, did I make the right choice?
Yeah, I was very skeptical. I was like, "Holy fuck!" Like, I think I just got into a program and like I don't know what I just did with myself. And then I was like, you know what? Like, I'm in it right now. I might as well just see if I can do it. And then it did it for like the 4 weeks. You see results, and then you see for another 4 weeks, you get even more results. And then after, I think I remember my first time questioning was like after the 2 months, I was like, coach, like I don't know if I'm feeling this. And he's like, okay, let's just take a step back. Let's to put two pictures together and you tell me if it's working. And he put the two pictures and like it wasn't the difference that I have now, but my I don't know if I ever remember I don't know if you remember seeing the first two
I
pictures.
do remember, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the first to 8 weeks. Crazy difference.
Yeah.
Crazy difference.
I remember seeing those and I was like, oh wow, Justin looks crazy. And then I saw the new ones, like, whoa,
Yeah, like the new ones are insane. The new ones are insane.
The new
Definition
photos-
pops out.
insane. And I was actually speaking to Naz as well, going over your data. You're happy with your current body fat, body composition, right? And you are confident with transition to growing phase. Because I sometimes at this point, I'm like, okay, you have the option to either go into a growing phase, or if you want, you can get leaner. That like gap, it gets more challenging, but the look is crazy, right?
Yeah.
But for most people, you don't need to. It's more the people who are like, hey, let's see how crazy I can get, right? Like Arthur, I don't know if you remember Arthur, healed, dude, and we're like, you know what? Let's do it. So we took him there. But you look crazy. I think you're in a really good position to grow now. And once we got rid of that muffin top, the man titties, man, you're never coming back, right? That's it. It's gone. Because how long have you had that for?
Many years.
Yeah, it's gone. Never again. And like you've reconditioned who you are and re-standardized yourself that you won't you've kind of set up mental roadblocks to prevent yourself from ever eating and doing shit like that again. That's gone. It's like permanent. Unless you I don't know, unless something happens, you get injured, and then even then you'll be so conscious of what you're putting in your body, you're not gonna be able to get there. Because right now, I would say you're probably close to 10 to 12% body fat. Muffin tops, probably 20-25% usually, right?
Yep.
But dude, I'm so glad to hear that, man. Are you happy with everything? Is there anything I can do, we can do better?
Honestly, no, I'm pretty happy with everything.
Amazing, bro. Is there any questions you'd like to ask me while we're here?
Questions about the
Just
program?
like about your data, about the plan, anything while we're here.
Honestly, like the way that I did it, like to achieve what I did in those 16 to 14 weeks, like is that like normal?
I would say it depends on the individual, right? It's definitely possible. Because how much did you lose? You lost like what?
Yeah, I lost 32 pounds pretty
Yeah,
much.
32 pounds.
Like,
Yeah, 14 kilos in 16 weeks. Yeah, it is possible, man. Definitely. Some people can do more, some people can do less. None, doesn't matter whether or not it's good or bad. The fact is that you've never been here before, and that's
yeah,
crazy. You know what I mean? Um, I've lost 10 kilos in like 8 weeks, but it was miserable. My goal as well is for you guys to love the process and get addicted to it. Because Justin, like we could have gotten you there a lot quicker, but maybe psychologically you wouldn't have been able to push yourself that far. And because I've done it for so long, but it sucks. So for us, it's about learning who you are, learning what you want to do, and finding that sweet spot where we push you enough and even a little bit more, but also not to the point where you're like, nah, this is too hard. So it really comes down to understanding the individual. But yeah, that's awesome, dude. It's good to catch up. If there's anything you need, Justin, let me know. If you
I'll
can make
do.
those group calls, amazing. If not, totally cool. But yeah, man, good to see you. Is there anything else you'd like to add? Any comments, remarks? Awesome.
No,
Cool,
all
cool.
good.
And if there's anything else I can add, please let me know. Always happy to help.
Good.
Awesome, Justin. See you, man. I'll see you in the group call.
Yes, sir.
Take
Have
care,
a good
man.
one.
Bye.